Hi, Social 112. I wanted to go over your Milestone 1 assignment that you can find in your Module 2 module. This is your first kind of big assignment. You've had a worksheet thus far and a discussion. This week you have a discussion and the first piece of your final project, which is Milestone 1. So if you click on this, it's going to open up, hang on a second, a little slow, a general description of what the assignment is, your milestone. But if you click on guidelines and rubric, this is where you really learn what is required for your milestone assignment. So milestone 1 is the first piece of your final project. And in milestone 1, you're going to choose one social issue that you're going to be examining for the entire final project. And milestone 1 is a summary of that social issue. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick an issue of interest, something that you're interested in. We have a list here that's provided for you. Now, let's say you want to choose bullying. That's a really kind of vast topic. So down here, it shows you how you can get more specific with your topic of interest if you decide to use one of the topics that are kind of pre-selected for you. So you don't have to choose from this list. If you do, you don't have to email me. If you are going to examine some other social issue that's not on this list, let's say you wanted to look at fast fashion and climate change. You can really study anything, but I want you to run it by me so we can talk about how you would find scholarly sources on that topic. I don't want you to get tripped up um, trying to figure that out. Okay, so I've been kind of mindlessly scrolling while we're talking. So down here, like I said, these are more specific. You can choose from these if you'd like to explore for your final project. Once you've landed on a social issue that you want to explore, you're going to be describing what the impact of the issue is, who is affected, what do people think about it, and are there any debates surrounding the issue? That's going to be the body of your paper. So this paper, let's look at down here. What to submit. This paper needs to be at least 1 page in length. It needs to be a Word document and it needs to be written in APA format. And if you're unfamiliar with APA format, refer to the resources provided in the Module 2 Reading and Resources area, where there are tutorials and links to resources that you can use to learn about APA formatting. It's just how you format your writing and it's how you cite your sources. So you're going to have to find a scholarly source to define your social issue. Before you get into the body of your paper where you're answering these questions, you first need to describe what the social issue is using a source. So I scrolled to the rubric down here. This is what I used to grade. So for topic selection, think of this as the first paragraph of your paper. To get proficient, you have to identify the social issue, citing resources. That means you need to define the social issue using a scholarly source. So let's say your topic was cyberbullying. You're not going to say, I am examining cyberbullying, and then go straight into who is impacted. What do people think about it? You have to describe what cyberbullying is. Don't assume your audience knows everything about the social issue. So use a scholarly source to define it. Once you've defined the issue in about, a brief paragraph and provided a little bit of historical context, then you're going to really summarize the social issue, also citing resources. So to answer these questions, what is the impact of the issue? Who is affected? What do people think about it? Are there any debates surrounding the issue? Where are you going to get the answers to these questions? You need to do a little research. Sociology is a social science. So we do research on social issues to answer questions. There's a lot of research out there on all of these topics that you could choose from, and pretty much any topic that you might choose that's not on the list. So when you're talking about who is affected, what's a good way of describing that? Think of statistics here. What is the impact of the issue? Think nationally, state level, community level, individual level. Think like this, get statistics, get information about what's happening from scholarly sources. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me along the way. So basically, your milestone one is a summary of the social issue that you're going to be examining for your final project. And milestone one is a summary of it. So it should be at least 1 page long. And for the questions that you should be answering in your writing, it's a good rule of thumb to think maybe 1 paragraph per question, or you could answer a couple questions in a nice strong paragraph. Okay, so that's a little deeper explanation of milestone one. And as I said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me, call me. I'm here to help.